Rosemary growing and care guide. Everything you need to know. Rosemary is one of the most loved herbs in any garden. It has soft green needles, a wonderful smell, and pretty little blue or purple flowers. People have been growing rosemary for thousands of years, and it is still one of the easiest herbs you can add to your garden today. In this video, we are going to walk through everything you need to know to grow happy, healthy rosemary at home, whether you have a big backyard or just a small pot on your porch. Where rosemary comes from. Rosemary first grew along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. It loves warm, sunny weather and soil that drains well. That is why it grows so well in places that get a lot of sunshine. The name rosemary actually comes from old words meaning dew of the sea, which makes sense since it grew right along the rocky coastlines where sea mist would settle on the leaves. Choosing the right spot. If you want your rosemary to grow strong, sunlight is the most important thing to think about. Rosemary needs at least 6 hours of direct sun every day. If you are planting it outside, pick a spot in your yard that gets plenty of sun all day long. If you are growing it in a pot indoors, place it near your sunniest window, like one that faces south. The best soil for rosemary. Rosemary does not like soggy soil. It actually grows best when the soil is a little bit dry and drains water quickly. If your soil holds too much water, the roots can have trouble growing. A simple trick is to mix some sand or small rocks into your soil before planting. This helps water flow through instead of pooling around the roots. How often to water rosemary? One of the best things about rosemary is that it does not need much water once it gets going. New rosemary plants need water more often while they are getting settled in, maybe every few days. But once rosemary is established, you really only need to water it when the top inch of soil feels dry. Too much water is actually one of the most common mistakes new gardeners make with rosemary. Planting rosemary in pots. Rosemary does great in pots, which makes it perfect for a porch, balcony, or windowsill. Pick a pot with holes in the bottom so water can drain out. A pot that is at least 12 inches wide gives the roots enough room to spread out and grow strong. Bringing rosemary indoors for winter. If you live somewhere with cold winters, rosemary may have a hard time outside once temperatures drop. Many gardeners choose to grow rosemary in a pot all year so they can bring it indoors before the first frost. Keep it near a bright window and try not to overwater it during the colder months since it grows much slower in winter. Trimming and caring for rosemary. Trimming your rosemary every so often helps it grow bushier and fuller. Just snip off the tips of the branches with clean scissors or shears. This also gives you fresh rosemary anytime you want to use it in the kitchen. Try not to cut more than a third of the plant at one time so it has plenty left to keep growing strong. Common problems to watch for. Rosemary is a tough plant, but it can still run into a few problems. If the leaves start turning brown or dropping off, it is usually a sign of too much water. If you notice small bugs on the leaves, a simple mix of water and a little mild soap sprayed on the leaves can help keep them away. Harvesting your rosemary. You can start snipping small amounts of rosemary once the plant is around 8 inches tall. The best time to harvest is in the morning, right after the dew has dried but before the heat of the day. Fresh rosemary can be used right away in cooking, or you can hang small bundles upside down to dry for later use. Rosemary really is one of the most rewarding herbs you can grow. It looks beautiful, it smells amazing, and once it's established, it takes very little work to keep it thriving for years to come. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Let us know in the comments below if you grow rosemary at home and tell us your best tips. And if you want to keep learning, go check out our video on the best herbs to grow in water. It's a perfect next step for your herb garden. Until next time, life is better when you garden.